Starting to shoot at the elk bird. Okay, they have a lot of archers there. So I got flying undead fighting the soldiers here. A fly woman swordsman corpse. Looks like Zahn took most of the fight right now, is missing his right and left foot. And is pretty badly damaged all around, so Zahn's not going to make it, but Sigun here is kind of okay. Sigun got hit in the upper body there. But they do have armor now. This gun's pretty messed up now too. I think that Errol was able to let me just look at the reports here. Fly woman swordsman, and then I'm just gonna go to the bottom. Okay, this is page 19 here. Yeah, so this fly woman swordsman corpse was just destroyed by what's this guy's name? Errol, with his silver warhammer. I'm just gonna move them to the next room over. Oh, you know, this one here. You know what? The undead now are upon this structure. Goblin pikeman corpse and pikeman corpse as well. So I'll just close the door here. Close this bridge. Pull the lever now. And whoever's out there is out there. And whoever's inside is inside. Because they're breaking workshops and stuff, which is like, I'm trying to rehabilitate them. There we go, great. I'm trying to rehabilitate them, but breaking workshops and like being counterproductive to the cleanup of the fortress, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like I got all 8 of them. Just missing the one. Squad A, K to kill, L for a list, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, I gotta hold down shift. Kill various. They're going to kill their various right there, and I'll follow. I didn't select enough of them, all of them, but I selected enough where they're going out for a suicide attack. Okay, Lore here is pretty damaged and he's moving the fastest. We got 2 undead right here, right off the bat. They're coming up the ramp. Oh, it looks like he fell off. Oh, okay, this part was from earlier. And it starts right here. See, he's getting into fistfights and stuff. Steward punches the soldier, yeah. Okay, he bashed it with the crossbow, steel crossbow. But the attack is deflected by the goblin, leather robe, okay. Just want to see who's winning. Okay, so the he got embedded with a pike. He got ran through with a pike there, so he's not. I don't think he's making it. Yeah, none of these guys are making it here. They may take 1 or 2 of them out. Earl has entered a martial trance, which is, where is he? See, this fly woman's wounds is pretty... Fly woman might not make it. Let's look at Earl's wounds, if we can. Oh, so since there's multiple units on this tile here, see Irul's here, and also the Tabarulab, the fly woman hammerman corpse is here as well. If I keep on clicking it, I get the wounds here, and I have to press V down here for next. Now I can see Earl's wounds. And he's not doing that great either, but I think he was already damaged before this when he entered a martial stance. We'll see who wins here. Oh, it looks like he's trying to flee. That's fine. I sent them to their death and I don't feel bad about it. So they brought the cart here and then pushed it again to dump it here. So I'm going to go to H and then magma dump here. V. None. And then F7, no, F6. Enter the pump. That's on the... That's on the square there. Okay, and Doomat just shot the catapult there. Now he's going to sleep. Builder Doomat. So they're starting to train. This is ready for a workshop now. Press X to remove this building. Build, construct, Shift T for a track. And then I want a east-west track. I'll put that right here. Oh, construction present. Okay. Designations N to back out of the menu. Designations N. And just remove that construction right there. Build, construct, track. And this will be a southwest track. I'll put that right here. I'm also going to carve a track this way. Build, construct, Shift S for a stop. I'll put that right down here. Granite. See, they keep getting the stones from all the way down here to load the catapult. Quartz he's hauling. They're gonna come up these stairs here. Wait. Okay, yeah, they're gonna come up these stairs here, all the way to this level, and then bring it over and down to this stair, and go back down the stairs to this level. What I'll do is I'll dig a path this way here. Wait. I don't think... Is that the right stair? No, it is not. These stairs here. Just gonna take this shortcut here, and then also maybe what I'll do is yeah, build, construct wall. And I'll put the wall right there, and then build door right there. And I'll build a second door there. Okay, so these two doors and the wall is going to be put in place, and then... No, I won't build the shortcut. Spider. I mean, it's not too bad that they go down here to get this. What's he doing? So I just turned auto collect webs is off now. Build, construct, track, and then east-west. And then I'm also going to need a north-south track here. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, east-west track there, and then this one. Dump on arrival south, highest friction. Okay, once they build that track, then I can reload this. I think the elephants just gave birth. Yeah, so we have baby elephants. And a bunch of them, too. Okay, now we're getting the reports in for some of the dead dwarves here. Here. Iteb. Oh, and this is complete here. So let me just go down here. Okay, I got one guy here, Urist. Okay, so I'm gonna lock these doors. I just checked and nobody's down there. I don't think anybody's down there. So I'm locking those doors there. And then I can go back into orders and then Shift W for workshop orders. And I can turn on webs to be auto-collected, any cloth. Use any cloth. Yeah, I'll just turn on that right now, so that way when I unlock these doors, they'll go back down there. And set the burrows back to inactive. Because it looks like they stopped here because I set that before and missed it. Okay, I gotta redo the Magma Forge now. Just copper bins, repeat. And I'm going to build a second Magma Forge down here. I lined up the green tile on top of the channel with the magma. And just for now, I'm just going to set both of these workshops to be exclusively like copper bins. I may add barrels in there. And just added tetrahedrite ore to be smelted here to get more copper, just in case we need it. I think we have a decent amount right now. Yeah, great. Okay, so who is this? Aliens making bins. I need like I probably need like 30 something bins to be made. I mean, all this ammunition here. All this ammunition here and here, and then there's ammunition like all over the fortress. If I come up to this level, it's just scattered everywhere. The clothes here need bins. The stone needs bins. I think I can do bins for refuse, but the refuse isn't too bad. Okay, so Sithad is getting attacked up here. Iteb has just been found dead. Who's this guy? Oh, okay, that's Iteb. Looks like he was just chopped to pieces here. Yeah, his right foot, his head, his mutilated corpse, and then a bunch of, So 36 dwarves now, which is great. Babak is still alive. Shorast. Shorast is meditating on chaos. And inside the fortress. So I guess Shorast deserves to live then. It's the dereliction of duty by staying inside the fortress, probably sleeping when we gave him the orders to go outside. That's alright. I'm gonna let the game run until something happens that's oh, okay, 2 of these workshops are gone here. This was a still and a kitchen. This is why I like to build workshops in 2s, and this one was destroyed as well, which was a farmer's workshop. So build W K. No, that's called here Z for kitchen. L for still. And then W for a farmer's workshop right there. So they're gonna rebuild those. Yeah, this whole time I can't believe I forgot about metal bins and metal barrels. That's okay though. It's okay. Oh good, he's probably got another one here. Okay, this Magma Forge is complete, so I'm going to add a new task for copper bins. Put that on repeat. Okay, I've discovered a magma pool here. I'm going to press enter. I just don't see it. I'm not really sure what the magma pool is or where it is. Let me zoom out a little bit. This perhaps? Perhaps this? But it's zoomed over here though is the thing. That's okay. I'm going to continue to let the game run. They're making progress with these bins. F1. They're making progress cleaning up the fort with the bins. Most of the ammunition here is cleaned up. So this level here, all the armor got cleaned up here, all the weapons got cleaned up here, all the metal bars and the ammunition is starting to get cleaned up now. This level is going to get cleaned up faster because the bins are coming out of here. These 2 workshops here, and so they're going to move the... I'll build a furniture stockpile, like right here. A small one. The settings of this, I'll just change it to metal furniture only. So they don't have far to bring the bin. But I think that they were bringing... It looked like they were bringing the bins directly to these stockpiles that were closer. Oh, great. So this is a metal furniture stockpile now, so it should be a little bit more efficient. Because I did see one or two of them bring bins here. Yeah, there's a metal copper bin here, and another copper bin here. Third one here. So they're getting, this one's got a task to it, so they're getting rolled out. I'm gonna continue to let the game. Oh, I got a petition here. What is this? A miner guild. Yeah, I can make a miner guild somewhere. And that animal, I missed that, eh? I have a habit of like ignoring what's starving and what isn't. Okay, P. And then we're gonna approve the guild hall. And what I'll do is remove the stockpile here, and then just turn this back into a guild hall here. I for zone, and I'll include the walls here. M for meeting area, and then L for location, add a location, G for guild, miners. And I'm just gonna let the game run now. What's going on with here? Oh, okay. Sometimes the graphics get a little messed up, and you just move the camera to fix the graphics. But I'm gonna continue to let the game run to clean up the fortress. I mean, there's not too much going on except for fortress cleanup, so I'm gonna just skip ahead until maybe something crazy happens, or the fortress is complete, or the siege leaves. Excellent, we found raw adamantine. Praise the miners, ha 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 ha. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Excellent. So, we found raw adamantine again. Where is this? Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, the pump's here, and south of the pump there. Okay. Stop pumping manually, H. Okay, that's filled up. So I'm gonna switch the carts now. V. And pumping this, and the fortress cleanup is still going on. Not too much time has passed, but I noticed that they put they started cleaning up this block stockpile, so this one's got a bin in it. This bin's here. Some of the ammunition is gone from up here as well. So the fortress cleanup, it should be pretty clean shortly. Maybe what I'll do is P and then X to remove this stockpile here. I'll remove this whole refuse area here. Yeah, all this refuse is going to be moved now, and they should just bring it to this one here, or I think there's another one up here. This one, P and then X, and I'm just going to get rid of the where the doors should be here, and build doors. And I'm going to go to planning mode and then just add these in. Okay, so I added the doors in here. What's going on with Shorast here? He's socializing, but nobody's in the room. So within the last season here, Shorest felt satisfied remembering learning about engraving, felt pleasure remembering a satisfying acquisition, felt satisfied at work, bored after lack of abstract thinking for too long, felt lonely. So good things are starting to come into the memories here, and it looks like a lot of the felt uneasies. Actually, I don't see any of them where it was like felt uneasy after seeing the dead body. Didn't feel anything after seeing the hen's dead body. Okay, but all the uneasy kind of short-term memories are gone now. Felt wonder remembering communing with Shah Rule. Okay. Yeah, all of the suicide wave has been killed outside the fortress except for the child Dastot, and Shorast is inside the fortress still. He didn't leave, so everybody who was outside the fortress is now dead, and the population 36, and it seems to be going a lot smoother now. Let me unsuspend this. Yeah, all this metal here got cleaned up. Okay, Locum just brought the another bin into this barn block stockpile. So all these blocks, stone blocks, should be cleaned up pretty soon. Let's go to the units list. I think these are the doors, maybe? Yeah, he's bringing the doors in. So Sodel's bringing the door in. Builder Sodel. Oh, he's a hauler. Okay. A lot of the doors are coming in now. That's fine. The refuse is being moved as well. Yeah, so we just really need the siege to leave. Let me just check on ballistas. Build I, B, 3 ballista parts C, catapult parts, okay. And let me see how this is filling up down here. I haven't checked on this in a little bit. Oh, okay. So actually this doesn't look like it's a lot of pressure either. Looks like it's evaporating here too. I'm gonna pull this lever here. Okay, so somebody's going to come along and pull this lever, and then once this floodgate down here is closed, I'm going to see about... oh, where is it here? Oh, it's in this space right here. So maybe I'll dig another one. Priority 1, and then... okay, he just flipped the lever. So the floodgates should be coming back up now. Okay, this one's back up. Granite floodgate right here. I can't tell if that's closed or not. Gonna dump these 2 dolomite stones there, and I'll dig another path right here. And I might have to build a second floodgate here. I'll build a second floodgate here, and then when this closes, I could pop this as well, and then oh, did it just close? No, since this is still going up, it's not closed. So they gotta dump these I think they gotta dump these stones here. So I was looking on the units list here, and I saw that somebody was attending a meeting, and zoomed to him, and it's Vabak, and he's in the cave system. Squad A. Is he still on Squad A? Oh, I lost him. Hold on. There we go. So let me go to the military and take Shortest out of the military. Then Squad A, kill, and then L for list. So I just gave Vabaka orders to kill various undead creatures, but he's down in the caves here. I'm not really sure what's going on with him, but he'll starve to death. That's okay. So a lot of store item in stockpile right now. Oh, okay, they're bringing doors out that they made. And let's see what's going on with this right here. So we just need somebody to come along and dump these, but I think that, is anybody dumping the items now? That's fine. I'll cut ahead and now I'll build X for another floodgate, and I'll just put that oh, needs floodgate. Okay, so let me check out the mason shop. Add, cancel that. X, no, S. I messed it up. I messed it up. Floodgate, repeat. Okay, never set a workflow. 1 to 2 floodgates on repeat here. And then, no, that mason shop is a little too, okay, this one right here. Floodgate and repeat. Great, so the bins here, everything looks great now. Everything's all cleaned up for the most part. Excellent. Just gonna check out these elephants. Okay, wow, I got a lot of calves here, elephant calves. Designations, and then B to claim, and I'm gonna click here, and then the keyboard selector down in this corner, and then come up. Many Z levels, looks like 12 of them, and then enter. And I just claimed everything that's in this structure here. So all this stuff right here. For when we come outside, that's all claimed. Oh, okay, we got 2 books here as well. I want to make a library at some point, but I only got 35 dwarves right now. Oh good, they finally started moving the cages down here too. There's still a lot of work going on in the fortress. Although some of them are starting to pray and watch demonstrations, I have to W for burrows and just remove this mining guild. Let's remove the mining guild from the burrow there, just in case they there's too much of that going on. Too much socializing going on. They're just hanging out in the lunchroom all the time. Oh, Vabok has finally been found dead. Excellent. So 34 population. And now Shorast is the only really... I think he's the only one that's really messed up right now. Yeah, dwarf therapist here and read the dwarves. And then sort by happiness. So the child Dastot is unhappy. Shorast is the only miserable one, and everybody else is doing fine. Now let me just sort by migration wave. Oh, okay, so there are some older dwarves here that were here before the bloodbath. So nine dwarves were around before the bloodbath, and then the rest of them here. 17 and 8. And the rest of them here were after the bloodbath. That's pretty funny. So Shorast is still bored after lack of abstract thinking. There's Shorast here. Okay, total assigned labors. And Shorast, so I'm going to clear all of his assigned labors. Stone crafting, masonry. Stone detailing. Yeah, and the medical. So Shorast is going to do masonry, stone detailing, and stone crafting, and the medical stuff to hopefully... I think that when they do this, like the stone crafting, make stone crafts, it lets them think abstractly, and that's what he's kind of upset about right now. Okay, this is closed, and then what's going on over here? Okay, so I'm going to build another floodgate here. Slate floodgate right there. And I'll hook that up to the same lever. I gotta get all this stone out of here too. So maybe I'll turn the catapult back on for, no, not now. I'll let them clean up everything, and then once I see that a majority of them are no longer... Yeah, the mining hall kind of mess it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys right now just being taken over by the mining guild hall. Operate a pump. Okay, that's done. Enter. Okay, Steward Locum is installing the floodgate, which is great. It's installed. Now I'm just going to link that to this lever here. And once that's linked up, I'll pull the lever and then attempt to... I might have to wait a little bit for the pressure to reduce here, and then I can pop the corner here. And get some more pressure coming in this way. Builder rig is already linking it. So Builder Reg is going to harvest plants. And if I go over to Dwarf Therapist now, I'll just find Builder Reg in the list here. Here he is. He's not assigned to farming or any of the farming labors or anything like that. And the where that is here in the game menu, I think it's in orders, and then right here, H, all dwarfs harvest. So if I press H again, only farmers harvest. I'm gonna put it on only farmers harvest. Because as the plants grow, I don't want any of the other, I just want the stewards to be doing the food stuff. Okay, Zuglar just Zuglar just completed the linking of the lever to the floodgate, so I'm pulling the lever now. And then dig priority 1 right there.
Oh, I can't forget about it. It was almost there.
Sibrick is possessed now. I'm gonna follow him. Okay, the jeweler's workshop.
Give me the workshop.
Oh, excellent! You just begun the construction as well. Just one gem there. That was an easy one. And hopefully they can get in here. If the water level is 4 or higher, they have to swim. They should be able to walk in there and get that. So it's still flashing there. Here he is. He should be able to get it. Yeah, he got it. Great, and now even more pressure is going to come down to this area here, and hopefully I'll get the corners this time. Oh great, and it looks like they're starting to clean up the blood and stuff too. I think that this was a fist fight over here. I'm not sure. This is all blood around the wall. This is all... Everybody's blood is all over these walls here. So they're starting to clean that up as well. I'm going to turn on fire at will on the catapult. So hopefully they... Hopefully, you know what? I'll set like one of them. All in here. I'm going to clear all labors and then just siege operator and maybe the stone hauling. Yeah, so no, you know what? That's fine. Okay, he made a moonstone animal trap. Rukin Fikad. I just turned Rockcraft's workflow up. So I just turned the workflow of rock crafting up. 600 to 800. And then I went over to Dwarf Therapist and turned off rock crafting on everybody except for Shorast. So when he finishes socializing, he should be doing rock crafts. I'm just gonna build a stockpile for the silver nuggets somewhere. So they're all over the place. I have one here. Maybe I'll just continuously melt silver. Silver bars 152. Stone stockpile back here. And just silver nuggets in this stone stockpile. And hopefully a lot of them that are just scattered around the fortress get cleaned up. I got some trees grown in here too, which is great. And this looks like it's going a lot better now. So Sodell came down here to store an item in a stockpile. He's grabbing this stone. Going to go to military alerts and then everybody get inside. And there's no burrows down here, and what's going to happen is everybody's going to come out. Let's see here. Okay. Just gonna remove that section from the burrow and then add in this area here. Everybody's gonna come out of the burrow, and then I'm gonna close this bridge up to speed things along a little bit more. This water is connecting here now, and it's slowly getting to the edge here and here. I think this will, with the increased pressure here, I think that this will fill up just nicely. And then once the corners here and here are muddy, then we'll close the floodgates, and then I'm gonna build a wall up like right here. I'm gonna build a wall right about there when the floodgates are closed. So everybody's getting into the just turn off pet passable for those two doors. It seems like the pults get out every once in a while. So I'm going to get everybody inside the burrows, and then this lever here is going to be pulled once Sodell is up top side again. So I'm gonna follow him, and I'll cut ahead in the video. Shorast is making rock crafts. We're gonna take a look at his thoughts here. Excellent. So Shorast's stress is going down. Is he still harrowed? Let's go to his wounds. Let's take a look inside Dwarf Therapist here. $71.2k stress. Shorast. I don't know if that's going up or down. I didn't write it down. Let me write that down now. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this lever. And that's gonna close the floodgate here, and the two over here, because this is mostly full right now. And I'll also pull this lever here, even though I don't think I have to open up this floodgate to help with the drainage, but this should all evaporate. Builder Lore is going to fire the catapult. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more videos.